What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Lady Scrap. You know your favorite Damu from the West Side Fruits. And we got the homie in the building. The graphic designer of the fucking logo to this podcast y'all be listening to, tuning in. At the same time, that's not his title. He's not a graphic designer. You know, I just know what people can do and they be doing stuff for me. So don't think you gonna have the connections I got. Nevertheless, you anonymous or you not?
No, I'm not anonymous. Okay. It's Gouda, Gouda.
Come on, we got cheese in the building.
Cheese,
yeah, big Gouda.
Yes.
Where are you born and raised?
I was actually born and raised in a small town called Newberry, Florida. It's right next to Gainesville, Florida, where the University of Florida is located. So
really, you're a Florida boy?
Florida boy, very small country town, split by a railroad track, black and white. Yes, very much that. Yes.
What?
Small town.
Real country living.
Real rural.
Real rural.
Rural.
So, okay, you know, I met him in Georgia. How was that, moving to the big city, being in the big city?
Moving to Atlanta, Georgia is definitely different, but growing up in the country, I knew I wasn't really a country boy. I didn't really fit in, so I've lived in Charlotte, North Carolina for 2 years, and then I've lived in Fort Lauderdale, Lauderhill specifically for 7 years. Shout out to Deepside.
Shout out.
And then I moved to Atlanta, Georgia. So I've been in Atlanta for about 3 years, and man, when I tell you, I'm having the time of my life.
No Miami living.
It's no, I would never move to Miami. would never. And if you live down there, you know what I'm talking about. It's just busy. A lot of the police interaction is crazy. But Atlanta is a different place.
I was going to say it's not similar?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm telling you, Atlanta and Miami are completely different vibes. When y'all think Miami don't sleep,
right.
No. You will go to Atlanta and not sleep for days.
Oh, no.
It's always something to do. So, as a person, I like to be outside. So, Atlanta is where I love to be right now.
Okay. Me coming from California, coming from LA, being in Atlanta, I definitely was like, it's a fucking cultural vibe out here for sure.
Very much so.
Because, you know, out here, it's mixed. I ain't gonna say it's predominantly nothing. It's just, it's mixed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Out there, I see the color, I see the culture, I feel it.
The blackness, you feel that.
It's embraced.
Yes.
It's embraced.
Yes.
So it was definitely different for me. To where it was just like, oh shit.
And I think that's another reason why I've stayed. I haven't stayed anywhere where culturally it was very heavily centric on black and focused African Americans. So there's a lot of African American businesses, a lot of different opportunities specifically for African Americans, and then there's also a lot of African Americans that you see thriving, like in midtown and downtown areas. So that's very encouraging. So yes.
Okay. And growing up in the country town, small town, what was high school like?
High school graduating class was no more than, I believe, 200.
Damn, small as fuck.
Very, very small. I played football and basketball for about 2 years. JV. Kind of gave it up. I'm a little smart dude, so I helped the football players pass their Spanish test. I was that guy. But no, very small high school, not too much to report. Cows right next door.
Damn, that is so different from me.
Very, very much different from everything that I kind of experienced after 18. So,
okay.
After 18, it was up.
Was there any traumatic experiences being in that small country town?
I will say very much so. I tell people, and they probably think I'm kidding, I didn't enjoy my childhood as far as it related to interacting with others because they knew I was different. I'm trying to find myself. I'm a gay male, so at that time I might not have been claiming that because I didn't really understand what it was at that time. But even with that being said, there were just different things about me characteristic-wise. I've always been a dancer, so it was like you got a black dude dancing and we in the country, so and he on the football team.
You raising eyebrows.
Yeah, I'm raising eyebrows. People, and they not afraid to open their mouth. So I will say, once I hit 18, I had to get out of there because I needed a place that would accept me a little bit more as far as my balance. I'm a Libra, so I'm very balanced. So, I do a little bit of it all.
So, growing up in that small town, basically you weren't able to socialize how you knew you wanted to. or what you would have liked?
Definitely not. I will say I don't want to say unfortunately. My last name carries weight where I grew up from, so I did have my brother being 5 years older than me, kind of riding his coattails. You're a cheese. My whole family is cheese. So I'm just I was one of the youngest, but at that time, but essentially it was given, you're little cheese. So they were going to somewhat respect me, but it was still. They recognized the difference and they weren't scared to speak on it. So and it wasn't a great feeling. So I had to definitely get out of there as soon as possible.
Yeah, and that was before 18.
That was definitely before 18.
Okay. See, I be always asking the heterosexual community, because like you said, you're a gay male. What would they prefer, or which one? And the question be, gay son or daughter prostitute or daughter hoe? Because I switch up the wording sometimes. And like 9 times out of 10, 99% of the people answer daughter hoe, daughter prostitute. So I'm just like, so what is so taboo? You know what I mean? Like, what is wrong with having a gay son? What's really wrong with embracing your children when we all, quote unquote, embrace our children? You know what I
mean? My perspective on that, I don't really have a preference, I feel like, because at the end of the day, it's my child. I'm going to love them. So whether I have to send them out the door and know that they're gay, and I might not agree with that, I'm still going to love them. Whether I have to send my daughter out the door and know that she's about to go, make some money using her body, I would say, then that's what I would have to accept, but just know that I still love them. I will say personally, in my situation, I think my father touched on just not wanting his son to really experience the backlash of the world. And that kind of
stigma.
Yeah, he didn't want me to really have to experience that, or a lot of I would say the illness stigma, the infections with the infectious diseases and things of that nature. He didn't really want me to experience that. I think we had to talk about it, and that was really his qualm with the whole situation. So,
being unknowledgeable.
Yeah. So he didn't want me to experience that, but at this point, hey, we grown now.
Now live your life, son.
Yeah, no, we rock it, and honestly, our relationship is stronger than ever. So,
I love that. Come on, he got your back. He supports you.
Yeah, 10 toes down about me.
Because I don't know if people really paid attention to Empire. Everybody loved Empire, the show Empire.
Right. I remember.
But I don't know if they really paid attention to how Lucius threw the son away.
He did. No, he did.
Like, that was a cold situation.
And I hated that. And I always would relate it to my situation. And I always have to say I'm thankful for my father, because, we had our little rift. No one wants their child to be gay, I would say, for various reasons. But after we kind of got over that, it was rocking. Right. Yeah, he don't play about me, I don't play about him. So that's what it is.
Okay. Turn up for that. Shout out to that.
Shout out.
You have any sisters?
I have 2 sisters, yes.
You the only boy?
No, it's 5 of us.
Oh, shit.
Dynamic kind of situation there. But I have 1 full brother and technically 3 half siblings. I don't call them half siblings. I don't look at it like that. But
right.
Yes.
Okay, but it's 5 of y'all. And you in the middle.
I'm the last one.
What? You the baby?
I am the baby. So it's
what?
A bit different for me,
so you were catching hell and being spoiled?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I say it was definitely a mixture. I can't say that I was not spoiled to an extent, because they now went through it a few different times and they know what to do. So so I'm catching hell and being spoiled.
Do you have any straight friends?
Oh yeah, many straight friends. I don't want to say it like that. I am somewhat straight presenting. I'm a little more masculine, and I wear crop tops and things of that nature.
It's all about the wording, people. He said straight presenting. Don't misconstrue what the fuck he just said.
Exactly.
Okay,
presenting. So I'm a little more masculine. I have a nice physique. I work out 2 to 3 times a week, but I will put on my crop tops or whatever. But that does help me. I will say maybe secure some of my straight friendships. And at the end of the day, me being gay is not really my personality. So it's not like something I'm waving around. So 9 times out of 10, surprisingly, and I'm still surprised today, people don't even clock the fact that I am gay after kind of establishing a relationship with me. Maybe once we get deeper into the friendship, you start to realize maybe I'm not biting on the same thing that you're biting on.
Right. Hey, they start to realize, like, I ain't never seen him with a chick.
Now, do we hang out? No, we may not hang out because I ain't gonna lie, I like to go to maybe a gay bar more than anything. But other than that, I definitely have a lot of straight friends for sure.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. So, your favorite thing about Atlanta?
Favorite thing about Atlanta, I'm not gonna lie, I'm an outside kid. So the fact that I could leave the bar club at 3 a.m. and we going to the next spot to the afties.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, you can't beat that. I am getting a little bit older, so I'm trying to kind of curb that lifestyle. But honestly, I've been an outside kid. My dad was kind of an outside man growing up, so I just like to. I love music, so I like to go out and experience music. Like 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be critiquing the DJ the whole time.
Not critiquing
I'm like,
the DJ.
yo, that transition was trash. Now, I'm rocking. I'm crossfaded.
Yeah, I'm in there.
Yeah, I'm rocking.
But
if anything, I'm not here for nobody else. I'm here for myself. Listen to the music, critique the DJ 1 or 2 times, and get out of there. So. I definitely love the lifestyle, the nightlife lifestyle.
What is a big stereotype between hetero and homosexuals? Like being friends.
Being friends. I think they just believe that. I think the straight people probably get the shitty end of the stick in the sense of, why is he hanging out with that gay boy? He must be gay. He must be doing things with that. So I definitely commend anyone who definitely upkeeps that and sustains that relationship with someone who may be a little bit different and can stand in it and say, I'm comfortable. I know what I like and I know what they like, and I know that at the end of the day, we ain't in the room doing this.
The women do it.
Yeah. Oh,
you know what I mean? The women do it. We do it.
Yeah.
I have a lot of lesbian, bisexual,
right.
you know what I mean? Gender fluid, female friends, you know what I mean? All of the categories covered. So it's like that still don't change my sexual
but I think the focus when it comes to stereotyping gays is a heavy focus on men. And even when it comes to knowing someone is gay, very much how Boosie said too, red bones kissing in the back seat, how it's so easy to say it off your tongue, but to think about you saying it about 2 men, baby, it would have been a riot. You feel me?
It's very taboo.
There's
so crazy.
That difference when it comes to men and women and how they probably interact with,
But it's probably in their gay porn search.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean?
And
that's what be really having me like, man.
Oh yeah. And I know people like gay porn.
I know a lot of women that like the gay porn. I heard that somebody recently tweeted.
It was like, it's too many views on this gay male porn. It's too many views.
What?
They say something and something's not.
Like, no, seriously. So, numbers don't lie, people do.
Yeah. So with that being said, touche.
Yeah. How do you define success?
How do I define success? I define success as, clearly it's from my own perspective, but achieving what I have wanted to achieve. So it's going to look different for everyone. I don't desire to be the head of a company and when I say the head of a company, the head of a corporate company where I'm wearing suits every day. It might be something that I create from the ground up that is my company. I don't mind heading that. But I will say it won't look like that typical, CEO of a Fortune 500 company type
the black
deal.
And white.
Yeah, I know I'm a little more blue collar. Yeah, very much that. I'm very much chill. I'm relaxed. I don't like wearing suits. And the crazy thing is, in my current profession, I'm actually in the administrative field. I've been an administrative supervisor, manager for about 7 to 8 years now. And I'm only 32 years old. And mind you, I probably should be cleaning it up a little bit. But the people know I will come in there dressed the way that I like. Of course, appropriately covered. But I've just never been the one to want to conform to a lot of the standards that they want you to conform to. The higher that you go. So honestly, I think they're starting to break it now that a lot of these millennials are coming up and we're starting to break rules. But I just say all of that to say success to me is essentially, hey, I've accomplished this goal. It doesn't really have a rule or a rubric around it, but as long as I'm accomplishing the goals that I want to, then I'm fine within myself. So
if a man is gay, is he gay forever?
If a man is gay, is he gay forever? I haven't thought about that too much. Honestly, I'm not going to...
I haven't thought about that too much.
I'm not going to short anyone and say that they're gay forever. I will say that I think a lot of us have tried to change from being gay, and it's been like, I mean...
No delivered.
Yeah, it's not today. This message is not going to be delivered. But I won't short anyone, and I can say that maybe someone is able, their feelings maybe can change. I will say mine probably won't. I won't say unfortunately, but I'll say, hey, it's
I know
death. I'm here to the death. More than like, I'll be surprised. Cold day in hell.
I'm not about to play with you.
But maybe that day in hell would be gone. I don't know. You feel me?
Do all gay men just find men attractive?
Do all gay men find men attractive? Hell no. I'm not gonna lie. From my personal perspective, I look. I'm walking. It's about the same amount as straight men see women. So I'm not gonna lie. We're very visual creatures.
Yeah.
And I've understood that the older I get and the more my testosterone and hormones get to raging, is given So with that being said, the same way straight men look at women, we look at men. Do we approach everybody? No.
Okay.
We respect that.
That makes sense.
Some people are a little more bold in their approach, and
just like with the men,
to the women, and various levels of respect and disrespect go along with that.
Aggression, all of that.
But with that being said, we look at people and say, hey, they're attractive, but that doesn't. It doesn't go beyond that. Hey, you're attractive. I'm moving on, and I'm not even probably telling you.
Definitely probably heavy on that. Probably not even telling you.
Don't even feel no type of way about it. Hey, you got a dude who think you attractive. Kudos to you. Keep it moving.
Do you want children?
Do I want children? Well, specifically, I don't really like kids that much. So I think of kids as a legacy situation and say, I would like kids to more so kind of carry my legacy. But to be honest, as a dancer and a creative, which I've been dancing for I don't know how many years now. Actually 16 since I was in middle school. Actually longer than 16, but either way, I say all of that to say my legacy is going to be through dance. And a lot of people don't recognize the value of YouTube and archiving these videos on an online platform, but when we're dead and gone, a lot of these platforms are going to be the only thing around. So with that being said, I have a lot of content on social media,
to
YouTube.
Keep the legacy going. Yeah.
My legacy is going to be here unless somebody just physically removes those videos. But I actually, at this age, I'm feeling more and more confident the more and more content I get on those online platforms of me dancing, that I feel comfortable to know, like, when I'm dead and gone, somebody's could go back and say, hey, I respect that, because I know I do that with people who I see who have passed on in certain dance scenes that I'm in. I go back and I be like, man, I want to watch them. Rest in peace to them, but I know they had a certain essence. I feel comfortable in knowing there's going to be a little kid coming behind me when I'm dead and going. So I don't look at kids. I'm open to it, but I'm not a big kid person because I don't feel like potty training and going through. It'd be hell. But I'm sure having a kid is a beautiful thing. It's all personal preference.
Shout out to the parents.
It's just me.
It is. Y'all already know it's the HoodChick. It's his opinion. You can't get mad off how you feel.
My preference.
And if you do, you mad off somebody else's feelings.
And I love dogs, and I want a dog, but it's one of the same things. I don't feel like taking them through that.
Come on, it's one of the same, because I'm a dog mom. No kids, I'm a dog mom. And people be really like the parents, when I say people, parents of human kids, be really on some like it's not the same. No, it's all on care.
It's all the same.
It's a brain, a heart, feelings, emotions with this pet, with this animal. It's the same.
And our dog sick, and I had to take that dog to the hospital because they was like puking and shit in blood. I'm in the car going crazy, like, oh my God, my baby in the back seat.
It be
just
like that.
Having a kid.
It's definitely an emotional situation.
Just like having a kid.
And they understand.
That's
nothing.
For sure.
But it takes a lot for us to understand them. That's what I be wanting the parents of the human beings.
Ain't no spoken
it's never,
language, so
it's never.
Rough.
We are talking back to each other. I didn't learn ASL fucking with my animal, and you not even recognizing that. You're not even giving me the credit for that.
Part.
Or like the Orientals or the Latinos that speak Spanish to their animal, and the animal understands Spanish. Like, you know what I mean?
I respect that.
You're not giving us the credit.
No, that's
we did
right,
what?
Right.
We're not just saying, hey, go outside, stay outside. They're outside. No, very well taken care of with no food stamps, no Medi-Cal, no dependent tax write-off every year.
They are definitely
I just went on a rant because y'all got the animals fucked.
They do. No, that's why I'm scared to get a dog now, because technically it's like a child.
Yeah, it is.
That's why
I'm
scared.
It is. And if you care, it'll wear and tear on you. It will. It'll have you thinking about your pet. Like, damn, the bathroom, like you said.
I'm at work for 8 hours.
Or you have to train them to know that. Like, okay, I'm going to be gone. Right, because you can train them. You can. It's possible. Sure. But still, it's in the back of your mind.
Knowing, like, I leave them in my house without no crate. But So you can definitely train them.
It works if you work it.
We went off on a tangent with that
We did with the dog.
We love
very
dogs.
Quickly, really quick. Okay. He's from Florida, living in Georgia, Atlanta to be specific. We're in Los Angeles, California. It's your first time out here.
Sepulveda?
What? He was on Sepulveda, y'all. Sepulveda, for the people that don't know. Sepulveda is what he was calling the shiznitals.
I gotta ask somebody. I gotta ask one of my Hispanic cousins what you call it, because dog, I'm telling you, it just naturally rolled off the tongue. And I do have a sister who's Dominican.
Okay.
She's half black, half Dominican.
Yeah.
So I do kind of see certain words. I know they probably come from a certain region.
Yeah.
And I'll automatically click in with my little Spanish dialect. You feel me?
I think it's sit there.
But okay,
It ain't no asterisk over no E or A or nothing.
Listen, but it's still giving. I know how the Spanish pronounce them vowels. So, but okay, Sepulveda.
That's what it is. Yeah.
I'm respected.
So, you hanging out.
I'm hanging out.
Dispensaries.
Oh my God.
420 galore. How are you loving that?
The dispensaries. And let me tell you, I went to the dispensary, and mind you, the tax be crazy, but y'all let me know it's because of the area we're in. But other than that, like the inventory, the vast amount of inventory is crazy. The prices are dumb. So I see why y'all be smoking them fat ass blunts over here. Because y'all paid $30 for the fucking half.
It's plentiful.
And so I went ahead and got me some Crush, and a lot of niggas, they sleep on Crush. One thing about me, respect to my brother, he always taught me, not Crush, Shake.
Yeah, because I was so finna say, explain that to the people.
I put 420 Crush in my tree, so shout out to the grabber leaf smokers. But anyway, my brother, he always put me up on Shake, and it's just like the Shake was hitting for $30 for a half.
What?
Man, you can't beat that. I was smoking the whole.
You wouldn't have it.
I'm smoking the whole weekend for $30. Let's be real. So,
you want to move to the shade? Because we are in the sun.
It's up to you.
We can move to the shade.
Okay.
It ain't hurting
We
us.
moving.
Yeah, we moving. Y'all already know. You be hearing trains, police sirens, all kinds of shit in the background. Everything is live. And it's happening. Right before, well, I can't say right before your eyes. It's happening, yes. We are in the goddamn element. Under the gazebo.
I think they're going to make you rent those, but maybe we sit under it.
Do they? Till they make us move. Yeah, and let them know you're on the recorded line. You're on a recorded line.
Consent to this?
Clearly. Okay. Prince or Michael Jackson? Prince or Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson, because he was a shady set. And it's not even on the talent thing, but I mean, talent based, I would still go Michael Jackson.
Okay.
But I think it's just, well, both of them was a shady set. But I think
Prince was cold.
But yeah, that Michael Jackson laughing at Eliza and her husband getting married, like that joke always took me out. Michael got a few videos it's funnier in retrospect as you look back on them. But no, I'll definitely choose Michael Jackson for sure.
Loyalty or respect?
I'm not gonna hold you. Loyalty. I'm loyal almost to a fault in a lot of situations. So I just respect loyalty. And I feel like disrespect can be corrected. We can get over disrespect. I don't know if I can get over someone whose loyalty I question.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Is it a right or wrong way to grieve?
No, there is no right or wrong way to grieve. I think that you can be respectful in communicating with those around you when you may feel that, certain areas start to waver, certain communication channels start to waver or, maybe falter, but there is no right or wrong way to grieve. But don't ghost your people who actually care about you and may be reaching out to, check on you. It's not a fuck you situation because I'm going through this. So I'll definitely say that, and I say that because I've experienced that from some personal situations.
Okay.
But no, there is no right or wrong way to grieve.
Okay. Do you feel like religions are cults?
Yes. I grew up Christian.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, and I still pray to God. I believe there is a God, but there's a lot of things y'all don't really have to show me to make me believe it, because and I don't want to speak on anything specifically, but yeah, it just, religion to me, and what I will say when it comes to religion, I feel like it's all good intention.
Okay.
I think it all becomes behind having good morals and values. But I do believe there are some things, some personal missions and personal things that were kind of put into the Bible to steer people a certain way. So I will say
very
that,
influencing.
Yeah, very influencing. I'm probably not using the right words, but I definitely feel like it's good intention. Let's have good morals and values and things of that nature. But there are some things that I feel like in religion that, nah, that's not right.
Okay. Do you have a hero or a shero?
I need a hero. I actually don't. Honestly, I say my dad. Like, I just respect my father a lot. He had 5 kids, and you know, he made it happen. And I know it wasn't easy. I have no kids, and I'm by myself, and it get hard sometimes. So I think about, damn, this man had 5 kids. Most of them were on child support, things of that nature. Not to give away too much information, but just one of them situations or whatever. And when I tell you he made it happen, and I wouldn't have second really guessed much of anything. People in the neighborhood thought we had it all. Okay. So with that being said, I totally respect him and the effort he put behind making sure he had a relationship with all his kids. All his kids were taken care of. Right. All his kids had morals and values. There's some things like that I see today, and I'm just like, I'm so glad I had a father who just was like
instill certain shit
in me, because I can't relate to a lot of these other people. So right, that's, I get that, and that's also why I'm able to sustain the way that I'm doing. Unfortunately, I'm 32, but I don't know too many people who have their own everything and still, as a man, real you adulting. Feel me, as adulting for real, like you feel me, everything's in my name, and you know, I need help from time to time. We all need help from time to time. But so I definitely respect my father for instilling a lot of those morals and values.
What makes a man a man? With all that being said,
what makes a man a man? I believe what makes a man is taking accountability first. Okay. Being accountable. A lot of men don't like to take accountability. Sitting here, accepting responsibility for consequences and for the good things. So you have to, praise yourself for the good things that you've accomplished, but you also need to take responsibility for the actions that you have, done that may have caused, a pile of shit. So with that being said, I think what makes a man is accountability, taking responsibility, and
standing on that.
Honestly, I think the foundation is really accountability. Once you start off with that, everything else I think begins to fall into line. Right. Yeah, especially if you start to, put countermeasures into making sure that shit don't happen again. Is given accountability is the foundation.
You have a message for the youth?
Do I have a message for the youth? And I've been thinking about it a lot recently. Hit the ground.
Have you?
It's weird because I have, and I just told somebody, I was like, yo, when I was 23 to 25, I didn't have no car. And I was in Lauderdale because I had totaled my car. I was hitting the bus every day, 2 to 3 hours from work. Like literally 2 to 3 hours. I was in Lauderdale going to Tamarack. And if you stay in Lauderdale, Tamarack is basically, it's in Bumblefuck.
It's a mission.
So with that being said, I was hitting the pavement and I was getting promotions in this time. And I went from an admin assistant to an admin supervisor, basically to an admin manager, making the money I wanted to. Supervisor is giving, I'm going to pull out the computer from home, work from home. These people in the office see me when they see me. I done created this whole life around myself by working hard, 23 to 25.
It pays off.
I don't see these niggas doing that these days. Yeah. So my suggestions and my advice and my insight to the youth is to hit the ground, hit the pavement when it comes to, if you're going to have a 9 to 5, hit the pavement hard while you're young so that you can create the life that you want to create and you can be living. I mean, I'm not totally living like how I want to, but I will say,
you're getting there.
I'm getting there. It's a lot less struggling than I was doing at 21, of course, and rightfully so. I'm 32 now, so hit the pavement hard while you're young, so that you can be 30 years old, 40 years old, and kind of living a lot more easy. And if you're not gonna do the 9 to 5 thing, and you're gonna be a creative, hey, hit the pavement hard while you're young. At the end of the day,
is key.
Tomorrow's not promised, so
hard
just do it now. And enjoy your life, honestly. I would say don't live reckless, but I told myself after a few life situations, I'm finna live life like it's my last.
Enjoy it, yeah.
That's why I be outside almost every weekend. It's giving like, bitch, what's up? So like, no.
We out here.
And that might not be your lifestyle. I mean, you might not be an outside kid. So find whatever you like doing and do it at whatever frequency you want to do it at. Don't listen to nobody. People be like, why you want to be in the club all the time? Hey, bitch, fuck you. I know that I love it and I'm having a good time and I'm going out for different reasons.
For smiling, basically.
For listening to my music while I'm outside and having a good drink or two. So do what you want to do. I'll say that.
Okay. That was Cheese, ladies and gentlemen. Cheese. AKA my graphic designer. Me only. You know. You got somebody for me to interview, HoodChicks35@gmail. Like, comment, subscribe, follow up. We out this bitch.
Bye.